Review with the Crew is the name of the show. It's about a show about reviewing shows.
It is indeed. That's why we're here.
I think that's our weekly jingle from now on. I like that.
It's not bad. We
Yeah.
could put like a funky like punk bass behind it.
I was
That'd
thinking
work all
more
right.
electro beat.
You always have to take it too far.
Why is that taking it too far?
Because I just would like it with some really dark grunge, like I was the saddest man in the world, like a bit like Noel Fielding's character in the IT Crowd, where he's like, "Oh, hello, I've come outside into the daylight. It's blinding me. I must go back to the server room."
That's a brilliant character. Right, let's record this podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Review the Crew with Mr. Ross Murphy,
All right.
Mr. Paul Brown,
Yeah.
and me, Chris Quinton. Hello. No baby this time.
No, he's
He's disappeared.
He's not here
bored
this
of it,
week,
didn't
is he? Oh, you mean Theo?
no, the actual baby, not Adam. God, dear. How rude. Right. Should we just jump straight in with some reviews and stuff?
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll
Ross?
go first. I
Go on
went
then.
to the bloody cinema this
Did
week.
you? What did you
Christ.
bloody see?
Saw Red Sparrow.
Ah.
It's all right.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
As horrific as people made out.
It's not horrific.
It's not difficult to
It's
watch.
pretty violent in places, but it's not.
Is it gratuitous or is it? You know,
I know, and it was. No, it serves the purpose of the story. It's not like
it's justified then, yeah.
it's not like the bit in Hostel where her eye gets ripped out, so then she jumps in front of a train because she can't see. It's not like that. No, all of the violence is part of the story.
Right.
It's pretty
It's
dark.
contextual, so it's all right.
Yeah. But it's a really good. It's not really good, but it was not. I like a good spy thriller, and I'd forgotten that I liked a good spy thriller until I watched that and went, "Oh, it's all twisty and turny," and yeah,
So it's got some decent twists.
yeah, very good. Like, yeah, it's not as straightforward as it appears in the trailer.
Right, okay.
Jennifer Lawrence is really good in it. She's so hot. Painfully so. Yeah, and the other guy, he's pretty good. Yeah, it's quite an ensemble cast. You sit there and go, oh, that's the lady from Nip Tuck, and that's the guy from that. And, yeah, so the cast is very good, and there's some excellent, supporting characters.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's like, quite a lot of European travel and stuff, but without all the, cheesiness of James Bond.
Is it all based in Russia?
No, it's not all based in Russia.
Right.
There's
But
lots
she's
of
a Russian character,
yeah.
right?
Her accent's a bit. It's almost like, why did you bother?
Right.
But yeah, I just enjoyed it. Pretty looking film as well.
Okay.
Beautifully shot.
But not one to take your mum to see, perhaps.
Probably don't take your mum to see it.
Right.
Or if your girlfriend's super sensitive to violence.
Was it proper sexual violence though, or were the sexual bits and the violent bits extremely close together?
Yes, there is a attempted rape that gets reversed. So it's like two ends of that spectrum of that's not nice to whoa, you fucked him
That's
up.
still not nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to give it a go. Definitely.
Yeah, it's good. I think you'll enjoy it.
Cool.
But my brother said a lot of people were going, it's not very good. But I just think people went expecting it to be something it wasn't.
Have you seen Atomic Blonde?
It's way better than Atomic Blonde.
Right. Okay.
It's a much better movie than Atomic Blonde.
Okay. That's only a
Atomic
mediocre
Blonde
movie.
is a really shit movie with a cracking soundtrack.
Yeah. It's got great moments, but unfortunately, as a whole, it's not a fantastic
Yeah, no, Red Sparrow is a better film than Atomic Blonde.
It falls apart, I think, because of the fact that it's all a flashback. You know what I mean? That's never a good idea, is it, in a film?
It isn't.
So,
because you still feel like, even because of the insinuation it's a flashback, you're still waiting for the real story to come along, if that makes sense. It feels that way anyway.
And unless they're going to do something with that character at the end, you know that they're still alive.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah. For instance. But yeah, okay. So how many red sparrows out of a nest?
Oh, probably 3.5 red sparrows out of a nest of jackals.
Cool.
That reminds me.
Your mother was a jackal.
This week.
What film's that from?
Don't know.
Go on.
It's from The Omen.
The Omen. Yeah, went round for a cup of tea to the in-laws this week.
Okay.
And
they were jackals?
no, the father-in-law comes wandering out the kitchen and the missus says, "Your zip's undone." And he turns around and says to it, it's brilliant. He turns around and says, "Don't worry, dead birds don't fall out the nest."
Dead birds
Don't fall out the nest.
My
I
God.
like that.
With a straight face. It was brilliant. I thought, that is just, what an image. That's beautiful. So, yeah, that was
Is
one
this
of my highlights of the week.
This is a review of Paul's Family Affairs.
Yep, 9 out of 10 this week just for that.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
You seen anything else, Ross?
Yeah,
Or-
weirdly,
Go on.
I watched Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence again, but it's quite old now, 2009, coming up for 10 years old.
Is that what it's called? Silver Linings Playbook?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And it's a story about two people with serious mental health issues
Okay.
trying to deal with being in society, and it's fucking brilliant. The dialogue's incredible.
Okay.
It's one of those films where you just go, oh yeah, it's really good. Everyone in it's brilliant, and it's really brilliantly written. And it doesn't, and it's just one of those films that's just shot in the suburbs of, like, in America. You know, it was about a bit like American Beauty, how it's just that film is just shot in like 3 roads, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Know
about
what you
4 locations.
Yep.
And Robert De Niro is fucking brilliant in it. Bradley Cooper. So it's Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. The only weird thing is Bradley Cooper's like clearly like 15 years older than Jennifer Lawrence,
Right.
and she's only probably about 20 in that film.
Right.
So it's a bit weird.
Jennifer Lawrence week for you then.
Yeah. Because I watched Mother about a week ago as well. I
Yeah,
think that's
true.
probably what set me on this dark path of making my girlfriend watch. Come on, let's watch this film with Jennifer Lawrence. She's like, why? It's Bradley Cooper's in it. She's like, I'm there. I'm done. I'm down.
Right, okay, fair enough. Something for both of you.
But yeah, it's just brilliant. And Bradley Cooper's character, he's supposed to be bipolar, but he has got no social filter. And it's so funny. There's like things like, this girl's coming around. Isn't she married? No, her husband died. Don't mention the fact her husband's dead. And she just comes in and introduces herself, and he's like, "Hello, how are you? How did your husband die?" And there's like loads of gags like that. Like they're serious issues, but they're also hilarious.
So, what's the point of the story?
It's just about 2 people trying to deal with their mental health issues together.
So, is it kind of enlightening as
Yeah,
far as
and
that sort of
it's
thing
quite,
is concerned? Is that what the point of it was?
It's quite nice as well, and it's just one of those movies where you go, "Oh, that was good, that was nice."
Okay.
A lot less sexual assault than in Red Sparrow.
Which is now the stick by which you all measure all future movies.
You know, when you see a movie where you go, "I will watch that film again."
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of films you go, "I never need to see that again."
Right.
Like the opposite, the antithesis of that is like Mother. I'm like, if I don't ever see that movie again, I won't have lost out. And if I do watch it, it will be in 10 years' time.
I think that about quite a few of his movies, though.
Aaron
I've watched-
Aronofsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Pie.
Like Requiem for a Dream never needs to be watched more than once,
that's
does
just
it?
so dark and horrible. Why would you want to, you know?
It's a movie about addiction.
I've seen Pie more than once. I've seen The Wrestler more than once. Black Swan, I think I've seen more than once. Mainly because of the female, you know.
So you're a sucker for watching really dark, horrible movies then?
Yeah.
Repeat viewing of
But
it
I don't
as
think
well.
I'd want to watch Mother again. I certainly wouldn't watch Noah again. Yeah. And The Fountain. I wouldn't watch that again either. Not because I didn't enjoy them, just because I don't feel the need.
I was just thinking that these 2 films I thought were absolutely... Well, one was a series, a 3-part series, and the other one was a film, and Ross knows what I'm going to say. But they're absolutely fantastic. I'd recommend anybody watching them, but I can't bring myself to watch them again. And one's Dead Man's Shoes,
Oh, yeah.
and the other one's Red Riding. That's the 3-part.
I've never seen Red Riding.
It's fucking horrific.
You've said about this before. It's about the North, right?
It travels back and forth, but it's the majority of it is the main corruption is up in the North.
Right.
It starts off in the 70s, and you end up in the late 90s by the end of it, and it's some dark shit.
Cool.
Yeah, but again, I mean, it was fantastic acting, well written, just mind-bogglingly dark. But again, you don't want to watch them again afterwards. You've got enough of that. You've lived that one.
Yeah. Make a note for myself to watch Red Riding. Sounds interesting.
The good thing, Dead Man's Shoes is good to watch with somebody when they haven't seen it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Very, very
and it's
true.
not very long. As dark as it is, it's not very long. It's like 80 minutes or something.
Again, it's another film that's just got some amazing moments in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like the 2CV driving up the hill with the, like, I don't know, it's not... There's something funny about the music in that scene.
It's just incredible. Like,
Is it just really nice?
It's the darkest film ever, and it's hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Just the opening scene in the cafe. That he sets a tone. As soon as he shouts that one line, you think, "Oh fuck! All right, see where this one's going."
There's an elephant at the door.
Here's your mate. I put him in a suitcase.
So good. You guys didn't watch The Ritual yet, by any chance?
No.
No, is that the... Yeah, I've heard it's not great, but
It's
I
all right.
really want to watch it. Is it on Netflix now?
Certainly on the American Netflix, and therefore it's available everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good until about the last half an hour.
Oh, I hate that.
And then it's not terrible, it's just...
Disappointing.
Yeah, I would have done things a little differently myself.
So
But,
Hellraiser then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the build-up is worth it, though.
Yeah.
I really do.
what
And
else?
in actual fact, I've heard people saying about the end of the movie not being all that
Jeepers
bad.
Creepers is like that. First hour was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard to make a good horror. That's why Halloween's so good, because it's fucking relentless till it finishes.
Halloween.
Yeah.
The original one.
The original.
I don't know
And then
if I've seen
a
it.
really good horror movie ramps up, like The Descent, gets better.
Yeah. True.
Like the final third act is like the best bit of the movie. You're like,
I love that film. Did I tell you about my friend? I lent that to my friend, and I didn't know that he's claustrophobic, really bad.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this.
And he was like, "Yeah, he bought it back the next day." And like, I tried to watch it, but I almost threw up. So,
Like, yeah, the first. Oh,
so it's the bit where they're trying to squeeze under the rock, and the rock's like collapsing in a little bit while she's under it. And he was like, "Well, that's going off. I'm not watching this."
Yeah,
Hilarious.
not for me neither, that one.
yeah, I've started doing this thing where my new thing where I watch stuff on YouTube is people going through what they call them squeezes when
Right.
you go caving.
Okay.
So I watch videos of people trying to get through squeezes, and they make Anna physically sick.
Yeah,
Right.
that would make me. Oh
Yeah, I couldn't do it myself.
no.
The idea of it
Why?
just terrifies me.
Yeah, horrible.
Right. Anyway, Paul.
Yeah, and then Anna did a little bit of research about looking at screens, but just reading, and she found out there's some squeezes in certain caves, like they're quite often called the corkscrew. If you go in them the wrong way, the only way that you can get out is if the rescue team break your legs.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm leaving that dead air in because it was just me going
Wow.
with my jaw hanging open. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a horrible thought. Anyway,
Oh,
let's move on. Paul,
I won't be watching that this week.
lighten up our conversation.
Yeah, actually, nothing. Well, nothing terribly dark this week. But I finally got around to finishing Westworld.
Ah, yes.
I took your advice
Yep.
from episode 6 and 7. All starts to click.
Yeah.
Yep. I was very impressed.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
the second half of the. Have you seen it all, Ross?
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's very good. Yeah.
It's very good.
Especially the last couple of episodes.
Last
It's
couple
like,
of episodes,
boom,
yeah.
Where's it all going to go?
Exactly,
Wow.
yeah, and it there is a sequel. There is a season 2 coming.
Season 2, yeah, they're filming it now. I think it gets released in April.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, isn't it? It's
yeah.
literally, yeah.
But the way they ended it, it was so perfect that you wouldn't necessarily need one. So I think that's something you don't often
you think
see.
that you wouldn't have to have a sequel?
You
to
wouldn't
the show?
have to. It implied enough that shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah. Okay.
And it left you. It was one of those good. It was one of those. You don't often get them anymore. It leaves you with images afterwards, and you start to imagine where would it go, what's going to happen. It got your imagination racing afterwards, and a lot of things are done deals or cliffhangers. Whereas, yeah, it was really good writing. It left you in a place where you wanted to know more, but you were already starting to plan it out.
Did we see any other obvious leads as to where, like other worlds, for instance?
There was hints towards, wasn't
Samurai
there?
world.
Samurai world.
Samurai.
Yeah, so you've got that. There was a couple of Minotaurs, wasn't there, somewhere? I thought I saw.
Oh, really?
Don't they fight a Minotaur at one point?
So I think that was a fever dream, Paul.
No, there was a guy, he had horns on his head.
You're right,
but when
actually.
they put an axe in him, it looked solid. It didn't look like and he was huge. So
Yeah,
I'm
think
guessing
he just
that
had a
was...
bison head on him or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean.
But that would be the Greek and Roman world, wouldn't it? I'm guessing they'd hint towards
Greek,
that.
yeah, specifically. Yeah.
There's East World, isn't there? Which would be your samurais and
Yeah, I think it's called Samurai World. I think it was
Yeah.
SW. It was on the door, if I remember rightly.
cool. So yeah, and there's medieval world that should be coming up as well. If I like the little nudge to the original movie. They've got a Yul Brynner character in
Yeah,
the
they
background.
have.
Did you
Yeah,
see
yeah, I
that
did see
stuff
that.
in the background? Loads of little nods. Yeah, I thought it was really well handled, really well done. It left you guessing all the way up until I think the last two episodes, the penny drops, and I guessed what was coming a good 10, 15 minutes before, and I go, I know that is now, I knew that, and then they reveal it, and it's like, yeah, I've do you know what I mean? You solve the whodunit and who's who, and so I'd guessed who. What's his name?
Ed Harris was.
The main guy, yeah, the guy who died, and the rest of it. I guessed that, and but you didn't. It wasn't obvious. Do you know what I mean? It was you were trying to figure it, and then it's the penny drops just before they announced
the
it.
links between the black-hatted man and the white-hatted man.
Yeah.
That was the one that confused people the most, I think, or at least surprised and shocked people.
Yeah.
I think made you go, "Ooh, that's quite clever."
Yeah,
didn't really see that coming.
I didn't see it coming until about 10 minutes beforehand. I thought, hang about, I'm seeing links here now. Yeah. No, really enjoyed that series. Really looking forward to another season. And yeah, excited to see where that's going to go.
And because they've done those two significant storylines, they have to continue those.
They do,
don't
and
they?
they're going to
So-
branch off, and you can see how. I mean, we've only seen how this whole scenario's taken place now in Westworld.
Yep.
So there'll be other backstories that.
Perhaps they'll continue one storyline in Westworld, but then anything that might be based, I don't know, with other characters or in the. I can't even say that, can I?
How do you mean? We're allowed to mention that there will be other worlds. I think. But there was
the
a
point
hint
is
towards
like you've got one storyline that's like set. Not that I'm going to put this in the podcast, but
they are going to verge, aren't they? They're going to cross. They come to the point where they're crossing now, aren't they?
No,
I don't think we've said anything that's going to give anything away.
They won't come to the point where they're crossing because the character.
They're just two completely different
Is it
story
Ed?
arcs.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
So they can't converge unless you erase one of the storylines.
Well, the old one hasn't it? That's erased now.
No, because they're still showing those characters in the trailers for the new season.
Really?
You've had that lucky thing where I like it when you do this, when you start a TV show late and then you catch up at just about the right time.
Yeah, to go straight into season 2.
Yeah, so you've gone, Westworld's really good, and I haven't had to wait. Now show me season 2.
Well,
I think I did that with Game of Thrones. It was so good.
I did it with Game of Thrones. Like
first season.
I joined like 4 seasons in or something, and so I just watched back to back 3 seasons, just in time for the 4th.
Done the same this week with Deadpool. Finally got around to watch it.
Cool!
Fucking brilliant.
What a great movie.
Screw all the other Marvel franchises. I couldn't give a shit now.
Yeah.
Deadpool. All the way. It was fucking brilliant.
Test screenings weren't good for the sequel, but
great.
We'll
but
see.
hey, the first one, yeah, fantastic. There wasn't a minute in there that was shit. It was laugh out loud. It's very rare. It's not often I now come across a film that's absolutely laugh out loud.
it's not often that I pay to go to the cinema twice to see a movie.
Yeah.
And I did for that.
Yeah.
So, which is probably why it did quite so well. I think
Yeah.
quite
I
a
feel
lot of
like I
people
need to
did
watch it again
that. Yeah,
because it is good, isn't it?
it is extremely good. I've
brilliant.
been tempted. It's on Netflix.
Is it as good as the Green Lantern though?
What the? Tom Cruise for Green Lantern. It's going to happen.
Jesus.
We'll see.
But no, I was really impressed with that film. I get all the hype. Yeah, just wish I'd seen it sooner, but yeah, fantastic.
Again,
Absolutely
you've
fantastic
done exactly
film.
the same thing with that, haven't you?
I've
You're just in
timed
time
it
for
just
the sequel.
right. Yeah, timed it
That's
just
on its
right.
way. When's that being released? I think that's April as well.
Probably is.
Maybe
yeah.
May.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Like,
have a
is
look.
it good enough that you feel like you'll get a babysitter and go and watch that? Or will you just take the boy?
If I can get, yeah, I would. I would go to the cinema to watch that one. Definitely. That's the only film this year that's drawing me in. Do you know what? That's the only film that's in the past few years that's drawn me into the cinema.
Into the idea of going to the cinema.
Yeah, into the idea of going to the cinema.
Fair enough.
Completely. I'd happily watch that at the cinema. You know, hopefully if it's you know, providing it's good, I'm hoping not to be disappointed. But if it's anything like the first one, can't go wrong.
Different director,
Right.
which can sometimes be an issue, but it's
Yeah.
more down to the. I think with something like that, it's more down to the writing.
I was going to say it's very well written, and it's so off kilter from the rest of the Marvel universe. It's so
A lot of it's in the script, isn't it? And Ryan Reynolds' delivery
Yeah.
is spot on.
Yeah.
So, and you've got Josh Brolin playing Cable in
Yeah.
the sequel.
right.
He's a very good actor.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Have you seen Predestination by any chance?
No.
God, that's a movie for you to
Yeah.
watch, Paul.
Yeah.
You'll bloody love it, mate.
Predestination.
It's a really messed up science fiction film about time travel
Cool.
with the most twisted twist.
Right, I'm up
It's
for
dark
that. Then.
and
Text
yeah,
it to me.
It's very, very good. Okay. Me, I've been watching. I hear you ask.
No,
What
I
have
was
you been
just
watching,
about
Chris?
to. I was just about to.
I've been watching. I saw Annihilation,
Yep.
which is
So-
Alex Garland's latest.
It's just on Netflix, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And one
Still on the cinema in America, but yeah.
a friend of mine did a little tweet and said it was a fantastic soundtrack, really good film.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd agree with that.
You'd agree with
The
that.
soundtrack is haunting,
Right.
actually. Yeah, really weird. Right, so the film itself, the premise is like there's this thing that's happened. There's an area, and I'm going to say it's in like South America or somewhere like that, perhaps Amazonian.
It looked quite deep jungly
And
type of, yeah.
they're calling this thing the Shimmer. So it's arrived from off planet,
Right.
and it's just slowly started taking over the environment and is spreading outwards. And they need to find out what the hell it is. And male teams keep going in, and they're just losing them, and they don't know why.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I was just going to say, it did sound a bit that way.
So they decide to send in a female team to see if that will help. And this is the story. So you're following the first female team to go in, and they're sort of discovering what's happening, what the Shimmer's doing to the environment, and
Shim shiminy, shim shimmy.
and it's them sort of trekking to the source and trying to find out if there's anything they can do about it.
Yeah.
Psychologically, it's quite terrifying in places.
Good.
The female representation in it, I think, is very, very good.
Yep.
Strong characters, really good creature design. Just, yeah, I thought it was brilliant. There's loads of people saying that it's like such a poignant movie and such, it will, get you talking afterwards and stuff. And to a degree, I think that's correct. But it's a little more linear storyline-wise than they're perhaps giving themselves credit for.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the whole, though, I think it's another massive tick for Alex Garland. I think it's another great movie. So yeah, I look forward to seeing his TV series, actually, which we spoke about in our previous podcast.
Yes, we did.
So yeah, go and watch Annihilation. It's very, very good. I think it's probably worth getting a Netflix account
just for
just
that.
for that.
Brilliant.
In honesty,
And that is high praise from tight ass
it
Chris.
is. This is very true. Another show that's on Netflix I've been watching called 7 Seconds,
All right.
which is about a cop who works in narcotics I'm going to say Philadelphia. I might be wrong. And he runs over a black kid while he's driving through a park.
Yep.
But chooses to then drive away from the scene.
Oh dear.
And you can understand all of the
shit
uproar that could bring with it. And it's the case, like a cop and the assistant prosecutor trying to track down who's done it. And because this guy works in the narcotics division, they're all on his side and they're all trying to cover things up and stuff. And it's dark.
It sounds
very dark. And it doesn't end the way you'd think.
Right.
So it's worth a watch, definitely.
Yeah.
10 episodes, all about an hour each. So, yeah. It took us a while to get through it. But, yeah.
Was it a difficult watch? Was it
I'll tell you what, Paul, yeah, it was in places because, you know, with lots of like compelling shows, you tend to be able to just binge watch it. And go, right, we've got another hour, we'll definitely watch another episode. Where certainly Jilly felt like she needed a break.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine.
It got to the end of one episode specifically. I think it's episode 7. There's something horrific that ends at the end. That happens at the end of that episode, and she was just like, "Yeah, let's just watch a comedy.
Yeah,
let's watch something lighter.
Yeah,
because if that happens again at the end of the next episode, and then we're going to bed.
Yeah, yeah,
nightmare centric. But yeah,
no, I understand. Yeah, I totally get that.
So 7 seconds, also very very good, and. Ever so quickly, I completed Strider, guys. The remake.
The remake.
Good.
Oh, you're a better man than me.
Did you not complete it?
Nah, I just played it for about 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I found it quite interesting.
Is the somersaulty
with the big blade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that still as satisfying?
Still a thing? Yeah, it is.
Still.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I tell you what, it operates a lot more like Gallagher or 1942 or games like that where you get like bolt-ons and then all of a sudden things are shooting all around the screen. So as you play through the game, you get more and more stuff to like chuck around at your enemies and things.
Because I remember on the original, you just have a drone you could send around.
That's one of
and
the
what
things,
have you.
yeah.
But,
Still got the little drone thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't last forever.
No.
In this one, so it's just like you get it for 30 seconds or whatever. Increasingly difficult bosses with a really nice actually level of what am I trying to say? Level of
I know what you mean.
Difficulty increase.
Yeah, that's the one. And it does this really nasty thing. It's weird. It's a side-scrolling platformer, but it's an open-world game, so you can revisit any part of the game again just by heading back in the other direction. But it's all like a big maze. It provides you with a map, so you can find your way through to get to previous parts, and therefore find things that you couldn't unlock because you didn't have a certain ability.
That genre is called Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
It's a combination of Castlevania and Metroid.
Right. Okay. So, despite that, when I got to the end of the game, it told me I'd completed 50% of the game. So there's half of it that I still haven't found. But it's not like it then just releases you back into the world with all of your abilities to go and find this stuff. You have to start again.
So, yeah.
Which is just a killer.
I can't remember what game it was I played a little while back, and I finally got there, and it's similar sort of ending. It was just like, what a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
You've done it, which is not good enough.
I don't want to go... I do want to go and find the rest of the stuff, but I don't want to spend another 6 hours.
Exactly,
I spent 6 hours completing it, so it's going to be... Yeah, if that's only half the game, you could argue that it's going to be closer to 12 hours before I actually complete it.
And is it really worth doing that?
Especially where I don't know where all the stuff is that I've missed.
Yeah.
So, no, bollocks to that. I'm not doing it.
No,
I'm playing Ratchet and Clank instead.
Yeah.
Are you going to start Bloodborne?
Yeah, I think I'm getting quite close to the end of Ratchet and Clank, actually. So,
let me know when you start. We'll start Bloodborne together.
Oh, right, okay.
And then we'll just
because there's loads of co-op stuff in it and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't mean that. We just mean that we can like share. Like,
it's not co-op stuff.
Progress and stuff.
What confused me when I just like flicked it on to have a look at it, and it says, "Do you play it online or offline?" And have you played it before?
No.
Right. Okay. So apparently, play it online because it doesn't mean
people leave you hints and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and there are other characters and other players will be running around in the environment, but people leave you ideas as to what to do and things. So
cool.
It's really, really difficult, isn't it? Do you know that it's one of these new types of game where they went, let's make games like old games where they were hard and you had to learn things.
So it's like,
You have to go on the internet like it was the playground at school. And
what's
find
the sword
out
fighty
things.
one where you're running through dungeons and killing stuff and...
Prince of Persia?
No, it's like the same sort of thing as Bloodborne.
Demon Souls?
Demon Souls. That's
Yeah,
the one,
it's by the same company.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping he'd pick me up on that, but
Dark
he didn't, did
Souls.
he?
Demon
Persia.
Souls.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to... No.
There's a really good remake of that as well.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Is there?
Loads of good Prince of Persia games.
Right, will that do it, sir?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get out of here. If you'd like to look at any of our stuff that we do outside the podcast, you know where to go and look. It's on our Facebook page. And, well, if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on YouTube, there are links below. Please go and use them. Honourable mentions for Libsyn and Stitcher,
Of course.
The Ratchet and Clank of podcasting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to write into us, please do. Our email address is snoowiththecrew@... no, it's not. snoowiththecrew@gmail.com or podcast@snownetwork.com. You could tweet at us. You could find us on Facebook. Anything you like. Chuck a brick through Paul's window and he'll get right back to you.
I was gonna say, I've none left. I keep telling you, there's nothing left.
Have you used all the bricks to brick up your windows?
I've bricked up all the windows with all the message. I've not read any of them.
Fair enough.
Not read any
Maybe
of them.
don't use that method. Anyway, let's get out of here, shall we? Let's go and have some dinner.
Goodbye.
I'll tell you what, those
Ta-ra.
bricks still far less annoying than those fucking cold calls I keep getting on my phone. So still preferable.
Which is also a brick.
Well, there's a prick behind it.